Season between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Running right through it, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Watson, off play action. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the 1st time here with Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity.
Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb from 3 yards out. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
What?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Going to Destiny Chop. You still don't matter.
The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
David Njoku got a huge vote of confidence from the Cleveland Browns when they named him their franchise player this past offseason. That has a lot of people expecting a long-awaited, big-time breakout from the 6-year tight end, and he comes through with a first down catch on that previous play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A gain of 7, and the Browns first down.
Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find
all the way.
And he's brought down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner guaranteed they approach this point with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started out last night. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Watson.
Jesus Christ.
A hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. To the air yet again, Watson.
Throw the ball.
He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Mayfield on first down. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And they work this out past the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Mayfield down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Third and long for Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now Watson. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. A Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he'll buy some time right. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Shot before the break, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. As time expires in the first half. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield.
Oh.
Going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry! Hey, alert 33! Big time drive, let's go!
Mayfield looks to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Mayfield to throw it. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
1-1.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's good.
Shit.
And niggas ain't watched that Serena joint? Guess not.
Did she win?
Yeah, she won. But either way, they had some shit after for, which I didn't know they were gonna do. But she was corny anyway. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
They still have the option, but let's face it, there's no option when you score a touchdown.
Who we got?
I think everybody's in game chat. I think they're on with Chris. I don't know if they need one or not, but
Chips text me out here.
Oh yeah, he in there, but they're in game chat. So tell them send you an invite, and then you gotta go to game chat.
Oh, I gotta go to game chat. Okay, got it. Yo.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense have got the 4-score advantage. And you
I think one of them niggas is muted in the game, too. Gotta figure out how to mute
him.
Alright, Chips.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about. Defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. But they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Watson on 3rd down. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up netting over 20 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
trying to ice a game. Plenty of time left for being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he had.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Credit Corey Littleton blowing that play up.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it is 42-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of...
And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 5.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. His defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for Cleveland, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.